Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Rune-keeper. I'm here in the new version of Trestlebridge. Things seem to have changed a bit. I do not remember this fountain in the past. So I've done quite a bit of redecoration and rearrangement. And let's see how things are going for this new version of Trestlebridge in Update 13. First, let's see what kind of presents we have after our little break. Some silver. And another universal toolkit. It'd be a time when one of those things would have been really handy, but I already have one of those, so I'm not going to worry too much about that at the moment.
How can I be of service?
I do have a few things I want to sell. But I'm not going to sell everything at the moment. Perhaps between episodes I could worry about selling the rest of the stuff. Now I am using huge bag still, which I can click on and off here, because I have 105 max. And huge bags widget format, which is what I used to use, only supports up to 90 items, so I have to use the windowed mode until further notice, or I could use the built-in system, but I like the sort feature that HugeBag has, so I have to decide whether I want to keep the sort feature or if I'll just use LOTRO's native system. Now I have this quest here, Destination North Downs, that was auto-granted when I logged in. And Trestlebridge is to be found north of Bree, and of course to help them is the object there. I know, big surprise. Let's talk to him.
Can I spit with you a moment?
I have half a mind to lock up every last guard in the sorry excuse for a town after they let this catastrophe take place. Look at the town! People burned out of their homes, ash falling like snow. Aggie Digweed was the only one who kept her mind during this attack. If not for her, we would all be dead. Nobody even remembers what happened, just Aggie, running to and fro, trying to rouse everyone. I'll see that Talbot Hinton hanged for letting this happen. Mark my words. Alright, so we need to speak with Aggie Digweed. And this gives us reputation with the men of Bree, which is not particularly useful at the moment because I'm currently kindred with men of Bree. So I'm not going to use any rep, but now this is a good source for rep with them. I checked the task board and I see that the tasks in the area now give rep with Bree, which I think many of them didn't do that in the past.
Greetings, friend.
Hello, are you here to help? So many have gone missing or were wandered out to seek help, and fewer still have returned. Every night it seems that the orcs grow more aggressive and threaten us more. Trestlebridge could use a hero. Alright, this is in return for the Destination North Downs. Right now, let's see, what's the next quest we've got here? Oh, Aggie Digweed. She used to be on the other side of the bridge, but now they moved her on this side.
I don't know anything, I'm sure.
Oh, I was sent you because you're the only one who knew anything. Captain Trotter was very preoccupied when punishing those who slept through the attack. But I am much more concerned about what may happen if we let down our guard again. I have not slept in 2 days, but I will not abandon my post here. Would you be willing to help me? I guess so.
Please, stay a moment.
I dare not abandon my guard post to investigate the carnage, but would you like to help? You could search the town and figure out how this could have happened. The explosion was deafening. Why did no one wake? What caused this mayhem? I have never heard a thing like that in all my life. So now we got to search for the cause of the explosion. Now this is interesting because she used to send you directly into an orc camp in order to find something, if I remember correctly. I guess I could go back to the quest I did with the lore master because listen to me, friend. The orcs are up to this new devilry now. Ah, yes. Talbo Hinton.
Would you do something for me?
Someone to hear me out at last. He didn't used to be in the stocks, but I guess this is fitting considering the situation he's in. Yes, I was on guard duty that night of the blast, but I did not fall asleep. Oh, well, I did, but I cannot remember anything about it. It's almost as if I was drugged. I only remember walking up to Aggie, shaking me, fires roaring all around us. We all slept through the thunderous blast. How could he explain this? But Captain Trawl will hear none of it. So now, this is to check orc encampments for proof of being drugged. Now this is their level 24 quests. So I will be having my XP off for the moment. But now we also need to search Trestlebridge for cause of the explosion. I guess that will be this way. So apparently all these fires were caused by the explosions. So that's why they changed it. They changed it to be more consistent with that type of attack. Because before, the explosions were a threat rather than the actual source of the attack. So that's quite a change in how they do things, but I think maybe fitting. Well, oh, there we have something up there. You have found an exploded barrel amidst the rubble covered with a fine black powder. Yep, this is our area for the black powder one, so they've actually had a chance to use it. So that's an interesting change to how things are. And now where is the... Ah, this way. And what do we have here? You have found an exploded barrel amidst the robe covered with fine black powder. What a coincidence. And therefore there should be a third box of black powder around here somewhere. To the south it looks like. I will assume it would be around here some... Oh, there it is. And more black powder, I presume. Yes, another fine black powder. So I can at least report the source of the explosions.
What do you need?
What is this then? Incendiary powder of some sort? How strange. Who would do such a thing? Orcs? Goblins, maybe?
Could I speak with you a moment?
Flaming powder. I like this not at all. I want to know how it came here, but more than that, I want to ensure that it never comes here again. Speak with Aggie at the span and see if she knows anything of this black fire stuff. I've never seen anything like it. Alright, now for the black fire. Oh, now something I have here. What she wants to talk
Would you do
about?
something for me?
You there! I need your help. Our poor town is under threat of another attack from those foul orcs. All of us are doing our part to help Trestlebridge survive. and I'm charged with getting supplies to maintain the barricades. The problem is that the outlying farmers were supposed to be bringing some of the supplies we need, only the farms were overrun with orcs. They barely escaped and the orcs scattered their goods. I would send for supplies to the south, but orcs block the route as well. We need those stolen supplies. The three things we need are the barrels of nails they were carrying, a crate of hammers, and a crate of saws. The orcs should have them in their camps to the north and east. Alright, so that's another one of the old quests, but a different way of getting it. The text was changed to be more consistent with the new motifs. That's good to see.
What do you need?
Captain Trotter is right to be afraid of this black fire. It must be the orcs that have been cropping up near of late, to the northeast around the pass of Nan-Wathrin. Surely they have wrought some fell magic and are using it to bring down our town and choke off the Greenway. We cannot let them. They failed to destroy us once, so we must assume that they will try again. You cannot let them. And so now we have to find black powder at the encampments. As opposed to going deep into orcish territory, this time we'll be going into near encampments, it looks like. Actually, I guess that would be fitting with the way that things are going now, because I thought it was strange to be sending us into the area near where all the elites are and stuff like that. So that's interesting. Alright, now you can see now that the Kreban now have quest rings on them. Alright, wandering cruel beaks. Oops, accept this and oops. Right. Well, those guys are still around. And they still turn gray if the guards attack them, but I was not going to fight 3 SIGs at once, that's for sure. But alright, so now there's a quest to kill the birds, which there was not before, and it's given when you kill your first bird. That's typical of the new style of things, and also to kill some orcs at their encampments. So a few auto-granted quests that didn't exist before. Typical of the recent revamp styles. And to kill a couple of orcs. And of course unlocking the usual deeds. And I just have to remember what my skills are, since it's been a while since I've played the Rune-keeper, due to the wait for the updated content. Oh, the Tarkrip orcs. Alright, I'm just trying to clear out as many of these birds as possible. Oh, wimping out already. Alright, now let's see what we've got here. We have the cauldron for the sleeping draft. There's the barrel of nails. Now, evidence of black... I guess I thought that this was the first encampment they were speaking of. Oh! Oh! Yes! That's what they wanted me to do. Ouch. It's to burn the stuff. That's actually a logical thing to do with it. It's to get rid of it. Alright, the wolves don't have a quest with them apparently. Now, what am I? Oh, that's right, tailor, so therefore killing beasts is the best way for me to collect those things. Alright, shows you how long it's been. Playing other classes recently. Especially the Lore Master series where I went through the old version of the North Downs. I got rid of him. Alright, that's good. Oh, they added an extra one here that wasn't there before. There used to be only 3 orcs at this camp as far as I remember, but adding that sleeping one there was a bit tricksy of them. There we go. Now there we go. Let's get the hammers. Secure the cauldron. Oi, he was sleeping on the crate of black powder? Oh boy, would you sleep on a box of black powder? Of black exploding powder? I don't think I would. I notice that they're not sending me in there yet, even though I tended to be sent in there pretty early before. But since there's another quest that later sends you in there, it's probably... they'd probably combine those together to make it flow better. You have defeated a number of the invading Kribad. Okay, good. That's one down. Now we still have a few quests to go, and here's the third camp. Welcome to the land of Rune-keepers. Alright, now I've managed to get that one done. Alright, another quest done. I'd be getting plenty of rep if I didn't already have full rep. Alright, so I managed not to attract the other orc, but I did get a bird. And now let's get the souls. Alright, let's see where, and now find the... well, those at least aren't as close together, or maybe those... oh, there they are. Let's get it. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. That takes care of that. Now let's get back to our friends and turn in these quests. And that's our first round of quests. They look of course similar to it. Now the touch about burning the black fire, and of course the black fire is closer, and I think it has a better way of dealing with it, so that's an improvement. An overall theme of having the black powder in there rather than just something suspicious, but actually having been used against the town and wanting to get rid of it is, I think, a nice touch to it to show that it is more of a threat than before. There we go. Hello.
I didn't earn anything, I'm sure.
So much. Was it all destined for us? Or perhaps they were planning it to bring it along the free once we were dead. Evil surrounds us, Pinestone. This is a bad time, mark my words. I've never seen orcs dare to come so close or interfere with our lives other than scare travelers along the road. I've never seen such great numbers of them. You'll be wanting to tell Captain Trotter about this. Oh yeah, I guess we would.
What can I do for you?
Oh, wonderful! You found the supplies. Thank you. There's something else, though, that I would have you do, if you would.
Might I take a moment of your time?
You see, the other things needed for the barricades is wood. And in the past, we would fell trees with Nanrethen as we needed lumber, but now the orcs lurk there. We were so desperate for lumber that my husband Matty and his brother Noel Talbot risked leaving Trestlebridge went north along the Greenway proper to search for trees to fell. It has been too long since we have heard from them, and I'm worried something terrible has happened. Would you search north along the Greenway for them? I can't bear to think that something bad may have happened to them. All right? And finally, okay, we take care of the man in the stocks.
What do you need?
You found something to prove that we were drugged? That's wonderful, Pinestone. You must show it to the captain at once, so that he may set us free.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Please, show the sleeping draft to Captain Trotter. Then he will know that I was not remiss in my duties. We have been sabotaged. All right? And now we go to the captain. But we'll talk to the captain at the start of our next episode of Pineleaf Plays the Rune-keeper.